Okay, so welcome back there. I had to stop because my phone rang. But as you can see, I actually just tapped the board and the light went out. It's that sensitive here. And if I can reach around behind and put the ball near the sensor, you should see the light go on. See, it goes on when I move the ball near it. So that's how the proximity sensor is supposed to work. The problem is it keeps drifting. The board is just a poor design. So we're going to replace this with a new board that's supposed to fix this problem from a company called Pinbits. So I went ahead and ordered it. Here's what it looks like. This is the new replacement board here. And see if that'll zero in on it. Let's see. I'm too close to it. There we go. Okay. So this is the replacement proximity sensor, and you notice it doesn't have an adjustment on it. It's supposed to be auto sensing and auto adjusting. So we're going to put this in place of the board back there and see what happens. Now, I ordered a couple of these. Unfortunately, they don't give you a quantity discount, and they're kind of pricey. I think these are like $70 a piece. Let me check. Yeah, $70 a piece. So they're not cheap. They're kind of pricey. I'm not exactly sure why, but I guess they're the only game in town. So the first thing you'll notice is that it's not exactly the same form factor. The holes are off on this. I'm not sure again if there's a bunch of different sizes of these boards or what. And see, there's another one here, and there's actually 3 of them total in this game. You'll see there's 2 proximity sensors right there for the out lanes to catch. And I'm not going to worry about adjusting those. For some reason, they don't seem to malfunction as often as the trunk one. Maybe it's just a vibration or whatever. But, you know, that's $210 just to update those 3 boards. It's quite an expense. I personally think these outlane magnets are unnecessary. The game is pretty easy as it is. I don't think you need that hocus pocus save. It's definitely a neat gimmick, but doesn't fundamentally mess with much of the game. So we're going to replace the main proximity sensor that is right down there next to the trunk. So I'm gonna pull that puppy off, and I'm gonna shut the game off while I do it, and disconnect these 2 connectors and see how easy it is going to be. I heard some people say that the board doesn't exactly fit in the old form factor. I can clearly see that's true. But I've also heard some people would drill holes, some people just mount it with less screws, which seems to be like a reasonable approach. I don't know. We'll take a look at it. So let's get these things undone. There was no manual that came with this. That seems to be another common thing. These boards they'll get in, and you're expected to kind of go online. You'd think they'd at least print out something. Okay, so here's our original board right there. And let's compare it. Let's compare it to the Pinbits board right here. So there's both of them. So I'll take the screws out. Clearly different sizes. And well, I don't get it. I don't get why not make them all the same size? I don't get that. This looks like this board has been worked on too. There's some soldering down here for the things. So it looks like none of the holes line up. So that's annoying. That's annoying. For that kind of money, they should send somebody out to actually, screw it in for me or something. But all right, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to make it work. So let me turn the camera off because you don't want to see me fiddling with this, and then I'll put the camera back on when I've got it set up in the machine, and we'll give it a go, and we'll see how well it works, and give it a little play test. So stay tuned.